So now we are going to be talking about Zillow. Jason, do you know about Zillow?
Yeah, I mean, I use it practically every week.
Use it for what?
I'm dreaming.
Oh my God. Okay. So Zillow is going to be offering mortgages.
Oh,
You know
really?
this? Yes. So Zillow
Huh.
is going to be offering mortgages. Believe they already offer mortgage, but
Really?
they're going to be offering them at 1%
That
down.
1% down, that's a lot less than what you're supposed to give.
Yes. The lowest before was at 3%.
Really?
Yes. So
Huh.
it's a significant cut.
That
So
is huge good.
they're going to be introducing this for people who want to buy homes in Arizona.
Just Arizona?
Just Arizona for right now.
Okay. Huh.
So the thing is that they're going to be, you only need to bring 1%, and at the end of closing, they're going to contribute the other 2%. So
Really?
yeah, so it's very interesting on how they're doing this, by the way. So it also plans to expand this in other markets, like I mentioned.
Yeah.
So they're just going to be testing this out in Arizona in the
That's
beginning.
interesting.
So
Hmm.
who do you think that this is targeting?
I feel like it's definitely like millennial Gen Z or no?
So the thing is, it's more of a well. Let me explain this.
Oh, okay.
So it's for people who can make high rent payments, but were unable to get that down payment.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a very interesting.
Oh, so like
Yeah.
the luxury apartment people.
Yeah, so if you could get a luxury apartment, you could probably get 1% down and get you could get a mortgage from Zillow.
Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
because for additional context here, the average 30-year fix is at 7.31%.
That hurts.
So it is at one of the highest it's been in quite a while. Over the last few years, it's been at around 1 to 3%, which is very abnormal.
Yeah, but like great for buying a house.
It is great for buying a house, but because of those higher rates now, that means that you have to pay more in terms of your monthly mortgage.
Yes.
So this mortgage that Zillow is going to be offering is attracting those type of buyers. And do you know why? Why would they want people to get a mortgage?
Don't they want to get the interest from them?
They do. So the thing is, because mortgage applications are at a 28-year low. Yeah.
I mean, I wonder why.
Yes. So the thing is, home affordability is at one of its highest that it's ever been. Like, meaning that people are struggling to get a home, and this is a significant barrier of entry for
Yeah.
most people.
Well, I mean, 7% is a huge barrier when it used to be 2 to 3, maybe
Yeah.
even 1 point something.
Yeah, for just the interest rate. That's just the interest rates.
Yeah.
That's literally the mortgage that you're going to be paying, and interest. But the thing is that they're trying to eliminate that one barrier that people have of the down payment.
Yeah, because 20% on a large loan is quite a bit.
It is, yes, but there's a lot of factors that also go into that too. It's like there's people who you don't have to put 20%, you could put 10%, and I think you can not get hit with like PMI.
Really?
Yeah. But the thing is that it is interesting that Zillow is going to be doing this because they are also like it. For me, I didn't know that Zillow offered like mortgages.
I did not know at all.
Yeah, so
They've never advertised it for me. I thought they would at some point since I look at it so often.
Oh my god. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's interesting enough that they're doing this, but at the same time, it kind of makes sense because we are in a little bit of a home buyer drought because of the interest rates that have spiked up over the last, I would have to say the last year.
I feel like it's on both sides. I feel like there's less people wanting to sell because their interest rate is so low, because so they can't get a house, and people don't want to buy because the interest rate's so high. So it's like nobody's wanting to do either.
Yeah, I might be using this term wrong, but I'm thinking of calling it golden handcuffs. I think that might mean something else, but it's essentially like
The
you're
interest
locked
rate's
in.
too good.
Yeah, the interest rate's too good for you to move on to something else.
Yeah.
Because in this type of market and economy, it's hard for you to come across a better deal if you're already sitting on like a 3% interest rate.
There's no way. Like 3% interest rate, you can be, if you try to move to anywhere like similar in terms of a housing, like, oh, if I want to rent somewhere like with that same amount of money, you would not be able to get anything close to that. So you would be less like out of luck.
Yeah, it's a very the housing market right now in the United States is treading the line of like there is still high demand, low inventory, and
Yep.
also the affordability because of inflation and everything else rising is making it harder for home buyers. So it's a
Yeah.
multi-prong issue that's happening.
Yeah. I mean, I don't foresee myself personally being able to buy a house anytime soon. Like, it's a sad truth, but like, I mean, it just have to like deal with it. But like, I think the increase in pay does not match inflation.
Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah.
The price or the interest rate increase doesn't make sense at all. Like, I don't know if it's actually combating the recession as it's supposed to, because like we're not in a recession, but I mean, for all intents and purposes, we are in a recession.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, there's a lot of different factors that I'm like on a, I guess, business or like like analytical scale. I'm like looking, I'm like, this is just really complicated, and there's all these factors. I don't know how we get out of this until like we hit rock bottom, but somehow we're still floating.
Yeah. By the way, I wanted to say this because I don't know if you know, but it's very common for your mortgage loan to be sold off to other people.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's what Zillow might be doing. Like they're not
Interesting.
necessarily keeping this on they're not necessarily keeping this loan. They're probably selling this loan to someone else.
They're not keeping it on their books.
Yeah, they're not keeping it on their books, and other people could possibly be collecting the interest, or it might be Zillow. So it's because like you literally are collecting the interest from other people.
Yeah. I mean,
because that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, it is a lot of money, but like, I wonder at what point what the criteria is to achieve such a loan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, they're not going to accept everybody to get this loan. I wonder.
No.
They're definitely probably looking at the upper echelon, the like people with great credit scores, good jobs, a lot of stuff like going for them. They're not going to go for like someone who is, like barely making it, really.
Yeah, they literally mentioned that they're looking for people that make high rent payments because they just want to get those people in a home, because it's like, why are you going to pay high rent when you could get into a home?
That's true.
And pay almost equal the price. So it's interesting. I honestly think that, I know it's like we joked about this. It's like getting those people who are in luxury apartments to get into a home.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that like, something they don't really think about potentially is that a home does incur a lot of different bills. Like, oh, if your roof is actually bad?
Oh yeah, that's all on you. Yeah.
Then it's all on you. It's not like, oh, you don't have a landlord that's gonna like fix the roof oh, just kidding. Like, oh, now there's a bunch of termites, and now
That's on you too.
that's
Yeah,
on you.
yeah.
Or like, oh, the thing's backed up and whatever. It's like, oh, that's on you. Like, basically, there's a lot of like fees that are kind of hidden. If you don't think about it, if you're renting a luxury apartment, you expect all that stuff to be handled.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, I have an issue. It's going to get handled because I'm paying such a large amount of money. You would expect things to just be done. Like, you don't have to think about the roof above your head because, like, I'm paying so much in rent. The roof should be handled.
Yeah, I do have one last tidbit, but before that, I do want to say that if you like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe. We put out videos daily. We do have an archive of over 100 videos, so I'm pretty sure that there's something in there that you probably will like.
Yeah, and if you are looking for a house, just kind of throw out where you're looking for it. Because I'm looking in California and it's very tough, and I'm like, I don't think I could ever pay this. But if you're in a more affordable state or country, like, let us know down below, like, what you're seeing in terms of things, and could you ever afford a house?
Yeah. So the last tidbit that I did have was that the U.S. is moving from a homeowner economy to a renter's economy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's us.
Yes. Well, no, wait, what?
Hey.
Yeah. So they want it to be more lucrative to rent a place because you know who doesn't have to deal with interest payments?
Probably the bank.
Corporations,
that's true.
bank, if they could buy it in cash.
Oh, yeah.
So the thing is that I think that over the next few years, we're going to see a shift from possibly people buying less homes and people renting more, not being attached. Especially, I know we did a video earlier, or we did a video about talking about the amount of interest that you're paying, and a majority of the first 10 years is going to be all interest. Yeah. So essentially, if home prices aren't going to go up, then you're just kind of stuck where you were at when you originally started because you just paid interest.
Yeah. It's tough because, like, you're potentially paying the corporation regardless. Either you're paying a corporation in rent or you're paying a corporation in interest.
Yeah.
For the first 10 years. And if you stay that long, eventually you pay more. But
especially if you only put 1% or 3% in down payment.
Oh, that is.
Yeah.
You're going to be there for a while.
Yeah.
You're going to be there for a while.
Yeah. So
I mean, good luck to anybody out there. I personally wish you the best of luck in finding a home and, getting to that dream house, or like at least a house. I mean, I'm still dreaming, at some point, maybe I'll have a place, or, eventually move up enough to afford something. Probably not, but
oh my God, I'm sure it'll happen. And I'm sure it'll happen to you guys as well.
Yeah. To you out there in YouTube land.
Yeah.